Hello, good afternoon, good Saturday afternoon, basketball fans. Welcome to T, South Dakota, where you are looking live at T Area High School's Thunder Alley, alongside USD Hall of Famer Andrew Griffin and future Hall of Famer Les Schroeder. I am Shad Hockey. We welcome Titan and Cavalier fans tonight into this night of boys basketball action. And if we're being honest here tonight, we hope this game isn't Cavalier for us and our viewers. And I mean Cavalier is in both the Cavalier dog breed and also Cavalier attitude, which is an attitude of showing lack of concern, care, or understanding. So, to clear that up, we don't want this game to be a dog or a game that nobody cares about. Rather, we want this to be a Jefferson-esque game, a game of great respect, attitude, and effort after Thomas Jefferson himself, the youngest founding father of this country and our third president. We'd also like this to be a Titan of a game, meaning a strong game of strength, intellect, and importance. That's what a Titan stands for. But one thing is for sure, Les, we're excited to be back home here, our second game in 3 days, but Thursday marked our first home game since December 28 of 2023.
It did. It was great to be home, and I'm ready for this nice game tonight.
Absolutely. And it doesn't look like our band's going to be joining us tonight since it's a Saturday. That's too bad. Sioux Falls Jefferson Cavaliers. They enter this one tonight at 6-9 and coming off of what was easily their biggest loss in their 3 years as a program. It was a 90-62 loss to the number one Class A Sioux Falls Christian Chargers. A 28-point loss on the east side of Sioux Falls, who doesn't seem to mind the team they lost to running the margins up in lopsided losses, similar to the Husker football teams in the days of Tom Osborne. The Cavaliers started this season trading wins for losses and losses for wins. They opened with a loss to Roosevelt, followed by a win against Brandon Valley, then a loss to OG before beating Lincoln, then dropping 2 in a row to Washington and that same Lincoln team. They hit their stride, winning 3 in a row against Rapid City Central, Rapid City Stevens, and Yankton to get them to 5-4. However, in the last 6, including the Sioux Falls Christian loss, they are just 1-5. But in that 1-5, they beat Roosevelt, and they fell to Harrisburg, Huron, Washington, and Mitchell, and of course, Sioux Falls Christian. It should be noted, from the not so fast, my friend, category, their last win back on January 25 was at Roosevelt, where the Rough Riders entered the game on a 6-game winning streak after Roosevelt beat 2 ranked teams back-to-back, including an overtime win over number 1 Harrisburg and a win over then number 3 O'Gorman. So quality win that night for this Jefferson team, who had built an 18-point lead. Roosevelt cut it all the way down to 2. Jefferson held on for a 5-point win. And so the Jefferson Cavaliers, they're coached by third-year head coach Tim Reck, the only coach in school history. Reck is a USD grad and a longtime assistant, and a feel-good success story. He was an assistant at Roosevelt, taking over for my friend and not yours, LT, Larry Toft.
That's right.
From the sophomore team. He then was a volunteer assistant under Jim Trett at Sioux Falls, Washington, and then a 9-year assistant gig for Craig Nelson at Washington. And former Sioux Falls, Washington football coach Chad Statham, he was named the Jefferson athletic director, and he knew that Reck was the man that he wanted for the top job at Jefferson.
Yep.
And so after all those 23 years as assistant coach, the Reck story, one of patience, resilience, and eventually being rewarded for being a good culture builder, among other things. He's well liked, they say, by the players and the staff everywhere he's been. And so he started at Jefferson, 14-10 in his first year. He brought the Cavaliers to their first ever state tourney where they'd bring home 7th place. He had a couple of great juniors that would really turn in big for him next year. Current SDSU footballer Griffin Wilde, current USF hooper Talon Ashley. In year 2, his Cavs would start 17-0. This was last year. They started 17-0 before picking up their first loss late in the regular season. Back to state they would go, where they would lose a heartbreaker in the semis in OT to Yankton, before they won 5th place and finished 21-3 last year. And in his 3 years, Reck is currently 41-22 with back-to-back state tourney appearances. The 6-9 start puts Jefferson as the 12th team in the 19-team AA class. They come in averaging 56 points, well, giving up 59. The 56 they score per night is tied with O'Gorman for 6th most in AA, while the 59th they give up is the 4th most, just behind Sturgis, Douglas, and Brookings, a few teams that have really struggled this year. The Jefferson starters, as we look about 9 minutes away from we get you to the national anthem and the introduction of starters. The Jefferson starters are number 2, Damaris Fields, a 5'6" junior. He had 17 points 2 nights ago against Sioux Falls Christian, averages 8 points on the year, 3 rebounds, shooting 78% from the free throw line, 25% from behind the arc, and he is Les, a nice-looking player, super active, lead guard. Marshall Smythe, whoever brings up the ball, is going to have to be ready because he'll be there pressing, and he is fast with his hands, with his feet. Nice player. Number 4, Tyler Bohannon, 6'1" senior. He had 11 against Sioux Falls Christian. He averages 9 on the year to go along with 2 rebounds. He's a 57% free throw shooter, shooting 44% at 14 for 32 behind the arc. Coach Weber says this is their best athlete, super quick, active. He wants, along with Fields, he wants to go as fast as he can as well. So these two in the backcourt for Jefferson, great energy, great speed, great athleticism. Third starter, Dawson Setcher, 6'1" senior, very good athlete. He is a defensive back football commit to University of South Dakota. He had about everybody in this area going after him, USD, SDSU, NDSU, and so Setcher picked USD. Had a great year on the gridiron for Jefferson this year. One game he had 2 punt returns for a touchdown in the first quarter, and then later an interception return for a touchdown. So a great defensive back, nice-looking basketball player here. 10 points a night for him to go with 3 rebounds, 56% behind the line, 25% free throw shooter, making 6 of 24. Inside for Jefferson, number 34, Braylon Bear. He is a 6'2" senior. He made 7 threes in the game against Sioux Falls, Washington. He's 17 of 64. Most 3-pointers taken this year is by Bear, number 34, 26%. Averages nearly 7 points a contest. Final starter inside, not a big Jefferson team here at all, kind of to match up with the Titans, is 6'4" junior, 15 points a game, 15 points 2 games ago against Mitchell, is Mason Payne. He averages 10 a night, 70% from the free throw line, doesn't shoot 3-pointers, leading 8 rebounds a night for him. Up the bench, 6'6" sophomore, number 24, Ed Whiting. Number 14, Ethan Swinson, 5'10" junior. Number 3, Jace Unson. Boy, we saw him in the JV game, 6 for 6 and 3-pointers. I think he had 25 points. He couldn't miss.
Nope, he could not.
JV game. Number 12, Daniel Jones. He had 10 points off the bench versus Mitchell a couple games ago. T-Area Titans, the home team for the second time in 3 nights, finally. They enter this one at 7-7, come off one of the more thrilling games in the 21-year history of this school. The Titans played right here against West Central on Thursday night, and we spoke all night, as did the coaches prior to the game, about how even those 2 teams were, and the ending proved it. Late in the game, senior Trevin Price for the Trojans drilled his only basket of the game, a 3-pointer to put his squad up 47-45. The Titans came down under a minute to go, and Justin Wiebinga, shooting 96% from the line, calmly hit both freebies, tied it at 47 with under 30 seconds to go. West Central brought it down, called their last timeout with 9 seconds to go. They would inbound the pass it to the corner to their 7-footer Jake Kuhl. Kuhl attempted a pass to the right-hand side of the top of the key, but Titan Jr. Marshall Smythe tipped the pass all the way to the other end of the court. He would explain later that he looked up, saw 3 seconds, and figured he could make it. And after beating the defender in a foot race, he gathered the ball just above the 3-point line, took 2 large steps, laid the ball high off the glass, and the buzzer sounded right as it hit the nylon for a buzzer beater for Marshall Smythe. And so coming into that game, West Central was riding a 3-game winning streak. The Titans, how did they start the year? They started the year against back-to-back defending champs, Dakota Valley. They lost that by 10. Then it was 3 straight blowout wins for the Titans over Tri-Valley, Del Rapids, and then Brookings. Then 3 straight losses versus Class A number 5 O'Gorman, Marshall, Minnesota, and Vermilion. 2 wins in a row over Madison and Watertown were followed again by 2 losses in a row to Class A number 1 Sioux Falls Christian, and then Aberdeen Central. In their last 3, the Titans are 2-1, winning big over Clark Willow Lake, and then a blowout loss on the road at Iowa's number 1 Class A school, Western Christian, before the West Central win 2 nights ago. It's hard to believe these Titans with a 500 record while playing number 1 Sioux Falls Christian, number 1 Western Christian, number 1 at the time Dakota Valley, number 3 O'Gorman at the time. Not to mention wins over 12-4 Dells, a solid Watertown team. That's 6 tough games. It's hard to believe with the schedule they've played, the Titans are sitting at 30th in the 65-team Class A with a 7-7 record. So it's a new system, spearheaded by a coach of a team not far from T. No longer awards a team for playing stronger opponents. I think it's a terrible rule. But soon enough, these Titans will join the AA class, and all will hopefully less be forgotten.
Our girls basketball team has now arrived back from Madison this afternoon.
The Titan coach in his 5th year by way of the Cologne Cowboys is 63-36 here in T. He's 154-76 overall. Take away his first season in winter, and he has had a winning season every year he has coached. He went 81-28 at Cologne and 66-36 here in T. We're going to get to more of this later and why I call him the LeBron James of South Dakota coaches.
Wow.
T starters for tonight, number 5, 6'3" guard Sam Almus. The Titans' leading scorer coming in, slamming. Sammy scores 17 tonight to go with 5 rebounds. A team leading 2 steals a game. He shoots 39% from the field, 36% from three-point land. Almus struggled to find his shot in the West Central game. He'll be looking to bounce back strong tonight. He's a 3-level scorer from behind the arc, a pull-up shooter, and a driver at the rim. That's how he gets his points. 11 is 6'3" forward and senior Jessen Weavinga. Weavinga averages 11 points to go with 5 rebounds. He's second on the team with 22 steals so far. He's shooting 41 of 43 from the free throw line. He's made 17 threes, shoots 30% from behind the arc. Sweet stroke from distance, and me and Weber, Coach Weber, were talking about this last night. He's due for a very big game soon. He's just too good a player. But he has been consistent in that 11-point, game role. Number 33, lead guard for the Titans, 6'2" guard Marshall Smythe. He's coming off a 13.5 rebound game against West Central where he hit that buzzer beater. He averages 9 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, a steal and a half per game. Look for him to have a nice night tonight, playing with obvious confidence after Thursday. Number 13, 6'3" senior Garrett Weavinga, who averages 5 points, 3 rebounds, and is perfect at the free throw line this year. This is a guy who shot really well last year from distance, hit a game winner, not technically a buzzer beater, but a game winner, a 3 from the corner to beat Del Rapids. He needs just to see a couple shots go in and play with some confidence. He's got a nice looking stroke as well. The big man in the middle wears number 21 and a senior. This is a boss, Boston Williamson. He's coming off a career-high 12 points to go with 6 rebounds. Oh, and he did it against the tallest player in the state, 7-footer Jake Poole. He gave Poole all he could handle. At 6'6" inside, Boss uses his size well, leads the team in rebounding with over 7 a game, leads the team in field goal percentage, shooting 50%. He was 6 of 7 the other night, leads the team with 1 block per contest. Off the bench, we're going to see 6'3" Brenner Conrad. BK led the team in rebounds last game with 9. 6'3" freshman Griff Weavinga is an up-and-comer on this team. He's made 36% of his threes. Senior Keaton Newborg will wear number 1. He'll replace Smythe when Smythe goes to the bench. He drained a big 3 on Thursday. Titans will go 8-9 deep. Les, we don't have a lot of time. I'm sorry, but
no, that's
Titans
fine.
Come into this one 2-2 so far against AA teams. How can they go 3-2 and get a win tonight?
We just have to get off to a good start. Kind of create our own energy, like Coach was talking about earlier this afternoon. And we have to get some defensive stops and not let them get in transition.
Yeah, we have a lot to update you on. Girls were on the road today. The boys played how many games today? 4?
Yes.
2 here and 2 across the street.
Exactly.
And so we'll update you on all of that. We've got some true and false coming up. We've got hopefully Coach Adam Shoresman of the girls team coming up at halftime. But first, let's do the national anthem. We'll turn it over to public address announcer Corey Williamson.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to T-Area High School. In tonight's contest, we welcome the Cavaliers of Sioux Falls Jefferson High School. Playing your T-Area Titans. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise. Remove your cap or hat and pay honor to America with the singing of our national anthem. Please observe proper flag etiquette by standing at attention and placing your right hand over your heart. Active duty personnel or veterans not in uniform may salute the flag. The national anthem will be performed by THS student Kendra Freeman Long. sportsmanship are all vital to this event's success. Remember to cheer in a positive manner and be respectful to the officials' decisions. To support a positive and safe atmosphere at Titan Pride, and according to the conference rules, we ask that students of all ages remain in the student sections of the bleachers or with parents. Thank you. Your officials for tonight's game are Jim Regis Jr., Adam Kellenberger, and Luke Langner. These officials are registered by the state of South Dakota and the Activities Association. These individuals have worked hard to learn the rules and administer them at this event. We request that you respect their honest efforts to officiate this contest. Thank you. Tonight we have 8 T area students who have been chosen to be managers of the game. These young Titans were part of the Titans Youth Hoops program this past summer and represent our programs on their own teams in the winter. Tonight's managers of the game are Aiden Krell, Milo Shaw, Briggs Krell, Caroline Hansen, Clara Hansen, Jameson O'Neill, Drew Jacobsma, and Camden Moses. And now introducing the starters, first for the visiting team, the Sioux Falls Jefferson Cavaliers. At one guard, a 5'6" junior, number 2, Damaris Fields. At another guard, a 6'1" senior, number 4, Tyler Bohannon. At another guard, a 6'1" senior, number 32, Dawson Setzer. At forward, a 6'2" senior, number 34, Braylon Bear. And at forward, a 6'4" senior, number 50, Mason Payne. The Cavaliers are coached by Tanner Hilbrand, Jalen Snauza, Josh Thomas, Tanner Mahacek, and Blake Archer. Head coach of the Cavaliers is Tim Rapp. And now, introducing your team area Titans. And one guard, a 6'3" senior, number 5, Sam Almas. And one forward, a 6'3" senior, number 11, Jessen Levinga. And another forward, a 6'2" senior, number 13, Garrett Levinga. The man in the middle, at center, a 6'6" senior, number 21, Boston Williamson. And at guard, a 6' junior, number 33, Marshall Smythe. Titans are coached by Clay Robinson, Taylor Becker.
There are your starters for Jefferson. 3 seniors, 2 juniors, Fields, Bohannon, Setcher, Bear, and Payne. And for the Titans, got 4 seniors and 1 junior, Almas, Weebinga, that's Jessen, and Garrett. And you'll see Griff Weebinga off the bench to go along with the big boss, Boston Williamson, 6'6" senior, and then the point guard, number 33, Marshall Smythe, the 6' junior. And so down low, Williamson's going to have a little bit of height advantage on Payne, but Payne's pretty well put together, pretty big guy.
He's pretty good, yeah.
He'll come out, and then you'll have, what's his name?
Whiting?
Number 24, Whiting. Will come in and replace him. Whiting's 6'6", not quite as stout as Payne. Williamson wins the tip. Marshall Smythe, right-hand dribble, crosses the logo. This is Almas up top. Jessen Weebinga. Great cut by Sam Almas. And a great find by Marshall Smythe. Almas on the board early already in this one.
Great start by the Titans. Nice play designed by Drew Weber to start the game.
And there he goes. We told you he's going to be 100 miles an hour. Tyler Bohannon takes the ball to the rack. Scored. It's 2-2.
Got to keep him contained.
And this is what you're going to see Fields do all night to Smythe. You're right up in his face.
Yep. There we go, boss.
Great cut by Smythe. Ooh. No call. Rebound to number 50, Mason Payne, the 6'4" junior. And here comes Fields down the lane. This is Payne. Picks up his dribble. Fields top of the key. He had 17 the last time he played. 3-pointers good by the 5'6" junior. Fields also plays football for these Jefferson Cavaliers. Here comes Smythe. Looks like a 2-1-2 press here. Ball is up to Williamson. Back to Jessen. We would go to Smythe. Smythe sets up the play. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Just a little over a minute into this one. Top of the key, Jessen Weebinga to his brother, Garrett. Jessen is older.
You did find that out?
Go.
All right. Nice
And-
take, Jess.
Oh, my, that's got to be a foul, and it is. Jesson Weavinga just misses the old-fashioned three-point play. 34, Braylon Bear.
Who did you ask then for the older brother?
Oh, I asked him in the hall one day, I believe.
All right.
You remember the Sattler twins?
Yeah.
I think Clayton
I
or
just-
Kellen was like 45 minutes
Ooh.
early.
Okay. All right.
Weavinga comes into this one shooting well from behind the line. We'll pause, but
What, for dramatic effect or
no,
what?
because I know you'll say I jinxed him if
No, I did not. No. There you
he
go.
has
See?
missed 2 free throws all year. Comes
Right.
in, he's now 45 of 47. That's pretty. That's Deb Rimmerty territory for all you.
Rock Rapids.
Yeah, Rock Valley.
Rock Valley, sorry, yes, Rock Valley.
Great pass by Fields down low to Payne.
Ooh,
He
there you
misses
go,
that
good.
one. Williamson on the rebound. Gets it up to Almus. Here's Almus. Left-hand dribble, right side of the court. Switches hands, gets in the corner, kicks it back out to Weavinga. Screen by Boston Williamson.
There we go, Sam.
Here's Sam. Elbow jumper just off the back of the rim. Great fight for the rebound by Marshall Smythe. Cleaned up by Garrett Weavinga. He puts it in.
That was nice just by Marshall just to get that touch on it just so
Yeah,
Garrett could get it.
He got up there.
He did.
This is probably not going to be a very high-scoring game. You can see both teams pressing early here. Three-pointer counted by number 34, Braylon Bear. It's his 18th, shooting 27%.
Well, like you said, Cavaliers played last night against the #1 team in Sioux Falls Christian, and so they got to create some, you get some energy too. So.
Yeah, Christian scored 90 that game. They scored 89.
Ooh, nice shot by Jess.
Weavinga! That's what the senior does.
He does.
That's his 19th of the year so far.
Ooh,
Great
good,
wall of defense
good.
by Boston Williamson. Setcher gets it back, kicks it out to Bohannon, drives underneath. Nice pass and a nice finish by Mason Payne.
He's
being a pain tonight.
Early, huh?
Here comes Almus. One dribble and picks it up. Back to Jesson Weavinga and Marshall Smythe. He's got a couple seconds, gets it across. 10-9, 5 minutes to play in this one. Garrett Weavinga from the corner, just off the front of the rim. And here comes 100 miles an hour. Damaris Fields picks up his dribble in the lane, kicks it out. He just made one of these.
Yep.
2 in a row, Braylon Bear. Coach Weber yelling at the sidelines, you got to get out and contest that. Similar to what we saw in the JV game,
Yes,
where
they hit.
they hit 6 3-pointers in the first quarter, did the Cavaliers.
Got a nice sized crowd here for a Saturday night.
It's a great crowd, both sides. This is going to, develop into. You got 2 of the newest high schools in South Dakota, and so this will develop into a nice little rivalry.
Very
I
well,
think.
yes. There we go, Sam.
Love to see that is traveling.
I thought he stopped, but
Yeah, drug the foot a little bit.
yep. We also have a cheer thing at halftime, so
Yeah, get some
get
kiddos.
get some kiddos doing the cheer. I think Allie Turk's leading that thing.
This is our last year in AA, so moving into A next year.
You mean the other way around, right? Double
Our
A.
last
We're
year
going,
in
we're
A,
last
going
day
to-
and we're going to
Going
double
to
A.
double A. Here's
That's
Setcher
right.
on the free throw line, guarded by Alma Setcher. Nice looking shot. Just misses, gets his own rebound somehow. Right back up, in and out. No good. He'll go to the line for 2. Dawson Setcher, the USD Jackrabbit football commit, at the line this year, 56%.
I think in the first quarter so far, the Cavaliers are getting way too deep in the lane and getting those dishes, and we got to keep them in front of us.
It must be a Tim Reck thing. We saw it both games that we watched here when we filled in and did the stats.
Yep.
I'll never do that again.
Oh, wow.
Les was on his phone half the time. Setcher knocked out of bounds by Payne, Titan basketball.
I wanted to keep up with the girls' game.
Someone
That's what
forgot
I was,
to tell you that
no,
you were
well,
taking
yeah.
stats, and
Right,
instead I think you were on TikToks or
No,
whatever
I
you were
was
doing
no, I
over
was
there.
watching our girls win up in the Madison today.
14-9, halfway through. 4 minutes to go, first quarter, largest lead of the night so far for the Cavs. We'll just call them the Cavs. That's a little
It's a lot easier, yes.
And driving. Oh, steal by Bohannon. Look how fast he is.
Yes.
Lays it up and in, gets nice and high. The 6'1" Bohannon, the senior. Weber thinks a lot of this guy. Titans called a timeout. I was going to say they're going to be in trouble here. Halftime tonight, we've got Coach Adam Shoresman
Oh, okay.
coming up, and maybe we'll do a Les versus Shoresman versus Griff. True or false?
Oh, there we go. I like
Shoresman
it.
always comes up at halftime and asks what we talked, or post game and asks what we talked about. Maybe we'll involve him a little bit.
There we go. I like that.
How'd the Titan girls do in the NEC DAC-12 clash? You can tell everybody now.
Well, they played the Parkston Trojans this afternoon at
Parkston
3.
came in at like 11-3.
Yep, they were 11-3. The Titans were actually down in the first quarter, 21-15. Halftime score was 37-33 Titans. After the third quarter, the Titans kind of opened it up a little bit and led 60-46, and then they ended up going on to win 79-60. And we will have senior night here on Tuesday night.
19-point win. Coach Weber of the boys team came back, and you had it on you had a weird TV that folds in half. I don't know what this thing is. It folds.
No. Oh
we were watching the game on this device that folds in half, and then it's got some numbers and letters. But he came back and watched, and we were down 6 at that point.
Yep.
And he calmly said, "It's no lie. We'll win by 20."
Yep.
And I said, huh? And we won by 19. And
he knows.
He's pretty good at picking
it.
Here's Almus driving, picks up his shot,
There we
picks
go.
up his dribble.
Oh, I thought he was going to hit that.
And 10 seconds on the shot clock. Skip past top of the key to Almus. He's got 2 players on him. He's got Smythe on the wing. There comes Smythe. Going to shoot a floater. They got to get it off. A lot of passing. And Brenner Conrad into the game. In and out.
Yep.
In and out for Conrad. What a great pass. Who got that to him? Was that Weebiga?
No, that was Jess. Yeah, that was Justin Weebiga.
And
he
wild
throws.
Shot.
Whoa.
Rebound. Justin Weebiga stole from behind. Little contact, no call by Fields.
There we go. Now let's go.
And now Marshall Smythe into the game for the Titans. 35, Griff Weebiga. He's a freshman. 15, Brenner Conrad. He's a sophomore. 3-pointer by Marshall Smythe. No good. And we saw Griff Weebiga really turn it on in the JV game. Boy, he plays
well.
smooth. He can go in and out. He can drive. He's going to be a heck of a player. And Conrad, we saw 2 nights ago, game-leading 9 rebounds, led both teams.
Nice. We contested that 3-point shot. That's why I was a little off on that one.
3-pointer, no good by Bear, rebounded by Conrad, I believe. Here comes Smythe, right-hand dribble, right side of the court, 2:15 to go. Titans down by 7. Almus, nice show out there by Payne to shut down Almus, so he couldn't turn that corner. Now Bear just did the same thing. Justin Weebiga, step back 3.
Yes.
Nothing but net, count it! Weebiga for the Titans, 8 early points, 8 of the 12 for the senior who, remember, me and Weber talked about it. I said he's going to have a big game soon.
He's due.
We missed a lot of shots against West Central that were just looked really good and just barely missed. Down low, underneath, works it around, does Mason Payne, and finger rolls in. A basket for his 4th point of the night. 4 points also for Bohannon, 6 for Bear, his 2 3-pointers. Here comes Griff Weebiga. Great defense by Payne. Top of the key, Justin Weebiga.
There we go.
Sam Almus, top of the key, 3.
Oh, I thought
off
that
the
was
front of the
rhythm.
His second one that's just been short. Justin Weebiga, heat check 3.
Ooh.
No good, off the hands of Bear, out of bounds with 1:19 to go. Backup guard Keaton Newberg will check in for Smythe. We didn't see this young man play. Jack Qualseth into the game.
Yep, he's in for Sam.
Comes in for Sam Almus. Into the game for Jefferson.
Well, no,
is 1 second.
Sorry.
Number 12, Daniel Jones. Remember, he had 10 points a couple nights ago. Number 14, Ethan Swinson. And is that about it? Nope, number 24, that's Edward Whiting.
His daddy's having a birthday today.
And right on cue, happy birthday, Dad. Whiting gets the block off the finger roll by Griff Weebiga. He's like, this isn't JV anymore, Griff Weebiga.
Right.
Nice running shot by the strong senior Setcher. And now here is the press. 51 game clock, 28 shot clock. This is Newborg. Gets it over to Brenner Conrad. He hit a 3 in JV. Brenner drives, throws up a wild shot. No good. Rebound Whiting. 38 game clock, 33 shot clock. Cavs can hold it for quite a while. And a whole slew of Titans are going in if we have any dead balls. Sesher against Justin Weebiga. This is Keaton Newborg on their guard, Damaris Fields.
There we go.
And a steal by Brenner Conrad. He's just got to control the ball. And it's going to, boy, no jump ball. And timeout, Coach Reck, 30-second timeout.
Dang it. We had the possession there, but we couldn't grab it.
Yep. Good job by Brenner, just killing that possession at least. For now, we live to see another day. It's Jersey night, and we've got some girls that played today.
Yeah, but they're in their own jerseys.
In their own jerseys. Here were the stats from today. Grant, 20 points, 11 rebounds, 7 steals.
That's awesome.
She was 10 of 13 from the free throw line, I believe. Katie Vasika, 25 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. Ellie Clayberg, 12 points, 3 assists. Maya Weber, 9 points. Hannah West, 6 points, and I bet this is a career high, 8 assists for
Nice,
her.
awesome.
So, wow, really balanced effort.
Yep.
Every starter had at least 6 points. And so that was good to see. Titans here in danger of going down double digits. Did I say Hannah West again?
Oh, he did. Oh, I didn't even pick that up this time.
I'm going to have a talk with their parents and name them Hayden and Hannah and H.A. and H.A. If they were on if they put the last names on a jersey, they'd have to do H.A. I think it's Hayden is spelled crazy. H-A-Y-D.
No, it's H-A-I.
H-A-I-D-Y-N or
I
something.
don't know. I'm not sure.
What's going on in the West household? Do you
I don't
think?
know.
You think that's Al?
It
might be Al.
No, it's
Trying to
not
be-
Al. No, it's not
Trying
Al.
to be
Good,
quick.
Sam.
Samson.
That way.
Almas with the steal.
There
And
you go.
Lynn is good.
Needed that.
Needed that big time.
Yes, we did.
14-20. Instead of going down, they're not going to get the shot off. No shot.
Good.
Instead of going down to being down 10 after one, it's just 2 possessions and 6 off the
Good.
steal and basket by Sam Almas. Weaving gains the quarter with 8. Almas with 4. And so, Tim Reck, 24-year assistant coach, started with Bob Wilbur at Roosevelt.
Yes.
In 1998, before replacing LT, we said. It's just a great story by him. I looked this up today. I wanted you to be aware of this. This
Okay.
is pretty cool.
Yep.
Coach Drew Weber, our beloved head coach, okay?
Yes.
Here, he was at Cologne for 5 years.
Yes, he was.
Here's the rundown.
Okay.
The 6 years before he was in Cologne, the Cowboys were 41-80, okay?
Yep.
He arrives in
Okay.
5 years. They turn that completely around. They go 81-29.
Wow.
From 41-80 to 21-89. This
There
is
we
why I
go.
call him LeBron.
Yep.
And he won the first district title in 37 years.
Yes.
37 years. Noah Watson's coming up after the third. Noah Watson was going to come up. He's a little late. Okay, their first district title in 37 years. He
Yep.
won them. Okay. Now, since he left,
Yep.
Cologne Cowboys 17-79 since he
Ooh,
left.
wow.
Les, that's not a coincidence.
No.
That they were that bad before he got there. Didn't they turn him that good? And so, 81-29 while he was
Wow.
there. And I texted him that today, and I said, "You're the LeBron of high school basketball coaches." What do you think he said? What do you think he said, knowing Drew Weber like you
Drew
do?
Weber like I know Drew Weber. That's a nice compliment, but it's not all about me.
Well, pretty much. He's
Okay.
big
Yes.
block by Big Boss. Rebound to Sam Almas. He said we had a lot of talented kids
There you
during
go,
that time.
yes.
I knew.
There you
I
go.
knew he would take no credit.
Yep, exactly.
And I just didn't even respond. But wow. And then he told me he's going to tell me the story sometime about how they didn't get to the state tournament twice. Sam, nowhere to go.
Yeah.
It's going to roll in. No.
Oh.
The rebound by Whiting. He's
Oh.
going to be fouled after he traveled.
No, I think they called Griff on the foul.
They did, but he took 2 steps backwards.
All right. Well,
And then
I'm just observing what the referees told me.
I don't. And again, we have a view up here that the referee might not. We're in the perch. The referee was kind of blocked. So I thought he took 2 steps anyways. I'll go home and watch
Okay.
and then be disappointed in myself. I'm
right.
probably wrong.
All right.
Oh, great back cut.
Ah,
Pass. Floater. No good.
thank you.
That was Jace Unzen. So he can miss. You can miss,
He can
Jace.
miss. That's right.
Boy, he was unstoppable in JV. And
He
he
was.
was wearing number 30. I won't forget it. I remember looking down to our coaches going, he's 6 for 6 from the 3-point line. Like, might want, not teasing
up.
him or anything, but just letting them know, like, maybe that's what he is. Here's Almas, left-hander.
Nice look.
Great pass to
Oh.
Williamson. He was just, wow.
Whiting got that block on Boss.
Anyway, great pass.
Yep, that was.
And screen. Williamson
There we go.
challenges that shot. Now Williamson's going to knock
There
it
we
out
go,
of bounds.
good.
Well, I guess we'll get that one.
Off of Whiting.
So I'm probably 0 for 3. I thought
All right.
Williamson got swatted down there, and then I thought he knocked it out of bounds down here, and I was wrong both times.
So that tournament that their girls were at today, there's a surprise score for you.
I'm not surprised.
In the third quarter,
Okay.
It is Sisseton 34, Sioux Falls Christian 34 with about, oh, actually, sorry, that's at halftime. Sorry, that's at half. 34-34 at half.
And that's a surprise. Why?
Well, I mean, isn't the DAC 12 supposed to be so much better than the NEC?
Here's a fun fact. Our entire girls coaching staff picked one team, and me and you and another friend, PD, Mark Peterson, he's the unofficial mayor of T, Mr. T. We all picked another team. So kind of a bragging rights tonight against either the stat.
I know, I'm looking forward to winning that thing.
Broadcasters or the coaches. So
I'm winning that thing. Go, Brenner, that way, Brenner.
Conrad. On a great dish by Smythe Conrad. His third miss at the rim already tonight. Two of them have been real tough. Unzen, 2 big steps, throws it high off the glass.
We did not get there in time. We gave him a clear lane to the...
and that was the story. I mean, for a while in JV and soft.
There we go. Nice look.
Great extra pass by Conrad to Cutting Weavinga, who wraps it around the iron.
I know. I thought he made that harder than he had to.
Throws it off the glass. But he's that athletic.
He is. I know.
Nice drive by, and it's offensive. Great call.
Wow.
Bear, mouth wide open, but he took his left arm and really made contact with the defender when he didn't have to.
Yes.
Williamson back into the game, and Jessen Weavinga back into the game.
Got to cut that middle off a little bit more.
Garrett Weavinga and Brenner Conrad go to the bench. Cade Stearns down there sitting by Brenner Conrad, got his championship ring on. One of 6 he won from here.
He showed me that the other day, and that's pretty impressive. I like it.
Should ask him if you can wear it to school.
I should. I should. Yeah. He subs enough in our building, so I should be able to wear it.
All 6. Like, just let me make the kids think you younger than you even are.
That's right.
And I don't know what that was. Offensive foul by the same referee that called one down here.
That's only his first.
I think he's going to ask for an explanation. And Drew Weber's saying, what did he do? This is a more double-A crew, as far as I know.
Yeah,
I know a couple of them are. I know they're not the same.
That way, boss.
A crew. Boston's got to be careful down there playing with one foul. He went to the third quarter with 3 last game.
Good up.
Long 3.
Come on, we got a rebound, boys.
By Fields, gets his own rebound, now drives
that
into
way,
Boston
boss.
Williamson. Another block shot by Boston, his second tonight. Here is driving Daniel Jones.
Good, boss.
No good. Boston Williamson again. Jones gets his own rebound and puts it back in. 5 minutes to go until halftime. 8-point Jefferson lead, matches their largest of the night.
Give the Cavs credit there. They just stayed with it.
Yeah, that's how they play, similar to West Central, who we just saw. Newborg waiting for the 3.
Ooh, nice shot.
Smythe pulls up a little short. Griffin Weavinga gets the rebound. Pass to Smythe, now to Jessen Weavinga. Boston Williamson posting up. Griffin in the corner. Jess is going to come off the screen here. Just a second. Almost turned away. Newborg to the rescue. Into the corner.
Get in there.
Marshall Smythe.
That away.
It is. Counter.
Nice look by Keaton to see him in the corner.
Smythe, his first 3 of the night. 4 for Payne, 3 for Setcher, 3 for Fields, 2 for Unzen, 2 for Jones, 4 for Bohannon. Driving, this is Jones, nowhere to go, a little bit out of control. Could have been a turnover, could have been a travel. 3-pointer by Fields, high, arcing shot, it's good. Answers Smythe on the other end, trading 3s. Griff Weavinga drives in. Griff, we're going to see more and more of as this second half of the season
I think you're right.
goes. He's just been playing too well on JV and Boston Williamson. He's not shooting that.
I don't think he's going to shoot that.
Screening for Smythe. Good screen. Smythe at the elbow. Nowhere to go. Top of the key. Jessen Weavinga off the back of the rim. Younger brother Griff pulls it down and is strong with it. Kicks it to Smythe.
Ooh.
Off the back of the rim this time. Jessen Weavinga. Oh, boy. It's going to be foul on Jessen Weavinga. His first, 3rd team foul on the Titans, 2 on the Cavaliers. We're going to talk about some buzzer beaters. Do you know, this is as far as I know.
Okay.
And I even reached out to my good friends Jody and Glenn Roush last night.
Those awesome people down in Texas.
Yep. And as far as I can remember, I'm talking a buzzer beater where it decided the game at the buzzer, not that sent it to overtime or
that's travel.
Yeah, the whole crowd is yelling. And that could be a charge,
There we
too.
go.
It
It
is.
is.
Okay, he just did that and took one, and it wasn't called, so
Well,
I
no,
was a
in
little
our
worried.
okay. So this question I got wrong in our text that you texted me. So go ahead and explain this now to me. Go ahead. I'm waiting.
Okay. So the boys, oddly enough, the last time West Central beat us here years ago, it was on a true buzzer beater where they
Okay.
scored a 3, time ran out.
Okay.
The only buzzer beaters, 2 that I can remember that won the game. One was way back in 2013 at home in the playoffs, and if we lose this game, we're done. Almas, another one just off the front of the rim. Wow, look at Fields get the ball. Look at the passing. Bohannon out of bounds.
There we go.
Titan basketball, but putting on a show where Fields, Bohannon, and Unzen. That's basketball, ladies and gentlemen. We were down. We had already beat Harrisburg that year by 30-something.
Okay.
We were down a 6'5" player, Terrence Smallfield, had a great year, senior year that year for us.
Okay.
He gets the rebound on this basket down here. Almas loses it for a second. And now, wow, how did this stay in bounds? Garrett Wiebinga, no hesitation 3 off the back of the rim. Boy, it's like the West Central game. They're just barely missing. Smallfield gets the rebound. After a missed free throw, it looked like it was going to go into overtime, a tie game. Smallfield goes up with it. He loses it in the air. The ball goes straight up. It goes straight through the basket. The buzzer sounds.
Oh, wow.
Titans would go on to conquer the late 8-point Dakota Valley lead to beat Dakota Valley in an upset, go to state, and make it all the way to the championship where they would lose by 5 to Madison that year.
Madison, yep.
That was on a buzzer beater. I'll tell you about another one a little bit later.
All right.
By a young man who is still playing. In and out by Bohannon. Tipped away.
Brenner, that's right.
Picked up by Setcher. And then Jessen Wiebinga gets it. Jessen snaps the pass to Newborg. He'll bring it up, left-hand dribble, right side of the court. Now he passes to Wiebinga into the corner. Garrett Wiebinga. Brother sets a screen. That's brotherly love is what that is. Conrad, top of the key. Dribbling around, nowhere to go. Almas pops out. Brenner looking to screen. He does. Again, Payne. A great show by Payne to not let Almas turn the corner. He threw it right into the hands of Unzen. Three-pointer. No good by Fields. And the rebound by the young Keaton Newborg. He'll dribble it up, crossover, pull up at the logo. 90 seconds till halftime. Titans trail.
There we go.
By
Go,
8.
Jess.
Jessen drives in. Great finish. 10 points for Jessen Wiebinga. And boy, does Day do a good job down there. Payne do a good job down there, just walling up, using his size. Jessen Wiebinga's second foul. I'm going to miss these Garrett Wiebinga and Jessen Wiebinga like crazy, but I'll be so happy the next 3 years to just announce Griff is just Wiebinga and not have to have a doggone first name in there.
Okay. Mom and Dad love to hear their first names.
It's extra work. I should get extra pay for that. Do you agree?
I'll text Kelly. We'll see.
Bohannon kicks it out. Here's the corner now. Again by Fields. Boy, Fields is that pain in the butt player that you love when he's on your team, but so hard to play against. He's just all over the place. I'd watched some film on, or a decent amount on Fields and Bohannon, and you know what stands out first of all is their hair. I think they both have great hair. So I walked into the gym tonight and I spotted both of them immediately, and I know who those two are. And they were in street clothes, and I was like, I know who those guys are. 104 left to go. 7-point lead for the Cavaliers. Almas back into the game for the Titans. He has just 2 in the first half. Free throws, both good. Here's Smythe. This is Fields and Bohannon. Smythe gets it up to Almas. Ball tipped away, almost stolen. Titans have 3 seconds to get it across. I didn't see it. I was watching where the pass was going, but
it was a 10-second violation.
No, it was a double dribble call was the call.
Oh.
Because I thought it was 5 seconds, and I looked, or 10 seconds, and I looked up, and I thought, well, that doesn't seem right.
No, it was.
The other buzzer beater, Les, was not long ago. It was the 28th season.
I know.
And the Titans, the 2018 season. Three-pointer by Dane Cook off the bench, the junior. And now the Cavaliers, with 41 seconds till halftime, have their biggest lead of the night. Garrett Wiebinga might have got away with a push-off there. Smythe, and it's going to be a cheap foul on Damaris Fields.
Wow.
That'll be his second so far. He's got 6 points. get this, the smallest player that has played tonight has the most rebounds. Damaris Fields has 6 rebounds.
Wow.
And that's just kind of the player he is. Just a junior. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes on and plays somewhere at the next level. 30 seconds game clock, shot clock is turned off until the third quarter. And Elmas hands it to Smythe. Titans want to just get one last shot here. Titans are well below their average as they sit. And now another turnover by Smythe. Here comes Unzen, gets it up the court, Bohannon. They're not gonna worry about a last second shot. Bohannon gets his rebound. Here's Payne in running, no, Boston Williamson.
That was nice rebound.
Big
Come on,
rebound,
Griff.
3 seconds for Wiebinga, and he's not gonna get it off. Nope. And so 32-21, that's how we will end the first half, and our halftime guest that promised me he would come up.
He's coming.
Oh, he's coming.
He's coming.
He's on his way.
He's
And
coming.
we'll have him explain what happened in Madison tonight. Be head coach Adam Shorsman. And a nice crowd here tonight. Fresh off his 19-point win over Parkston. This is Coach Shorsman. Next up for him, Harrisburg Tigers. Hey, how you doing, sir?
We're good.
Man in black tonight. You got the black wedding ring, the black headset, the black coat. Hey, we've never done this before. You've asked about it, so we're going to have you join the. It's going to be Adam versus Griff, Shorzy versus Griff versus Uncle Schro. And
right.
True or false. And since we're playing someone from Sioux Falls, we do it against Sioux Falls. Okay? Sioux Falls School District is now the largest employer in Sioux Falls. True or false? Les says false. Griff says true.
I'm going to go true.
True. Les, 1-0 lead. It is still, by far, Sanford. Sioux Falls School District is like 4th or 5th. Les pumping his fists. Okay. Sioux Falls, Washington has more.
Although, was that public schools?
Just got to take the L, sometimes.
No. I'm just saying, there's the Lutheran schools, there's the Catholic schools.
I said the Sioux Falls School District.
Oh, shoot. Okay, yeah. So it didn't include them. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Clarification.
Sioux Falls, Washington High School has won more state championships than any other high school in the United States. True. Les says false. Adam says true. Griff says true. Les leads 2-1. They have more football state championships than anybody in the United States. Okay? It's okay. Hey, you got the win today on the road, okay? So just the Empire Mall is one of the top 10 malls in the United States, one of the largest top 10 malls in the United States. True, and true. You're all wrong. It's false. Nope, I'm sorry. The Empire Mall is the largest tourist attraction in South Dakota.
False.
False. You're all wrong. You guys have to think about this. People only go to Mount Rushmore in the summer. Mount Rushmore gets about 3 million people. The Empire Mall.
Hey, I'm from Mitchell. That Corn Palace is packed with every game that is played there.
We'll do true or false on the most disappointing tourist traps in South Dakota next time, and Waldrug and Mitchell make tie for number 1.
Hey, you got to include the basketball games that are at the Corn
true.
Palace. So I mean, that's gotta be up there. I think that your information is biased right now.
Okay, last one. Sioux Falls used to be known as the divorce capital of the world years ago. The divorce capital of the world.
False.
False. You're all wrong. It's true. So until in like 1908, they changed the laws, and so you used to have to in the United States wait a long time. So last with the win, 2-1. Did you get all of them wrong, Coach Short?
I did.
Hey, congratulations.
Your clarifications, specifications are a little. I didn't know it was riddles up here. Riddles, you got to be careful with the wording of everything. So
that's not Riddles the clown. That's Uncle Schro. So, hey, I got to tell you what Coach Weber said. We were watching your game down here. He looked up. You guys were down 6 after 1, and he goes, they'll win by 20. And I go, what? And he goes, yeah, they'll win by 20. He goes, I put the over-under at 9.5, but they'll win by 20. But how did it go down there today? Kind of give us a rundown of what happened. It looks like you had a really balanced offensive effort.
Yeah, absolutely. We knew that they were pretty athletic. They had certain things that they like to do as far as they crashed the boards a lot. And both teams, I think, shot really well. I think, we ended up 60% from the field, 52% from three, 81% from the line. And really, they shot 44% from the field, 50% from three. And the three is something that's hit or miss with them. You know, we watch a lot of film, and they usually don't make as many, but they do chuck up a lot. Their big thing is that they are great rebounding team, Parkston is. So I thought we did a great job of winning the rebounding battle. I think we beat them by like 10 in the rebounding. So, that was awesome. And we didn't have a ton of O boards because, we shot 60% from the field.
Great.
So when you do that, good things happen. And that's where I thought the girls played really, really hard and really well. But it's not just this game. I think that defensive effort has been there for a while now. And even their shots that they were making from three, it was well defended and just a quick shot that they were getting. And, we'll take that.
I think I saw on the box score West was like 2 for 3 or 2 for 4 from downtown, and Weber was like 3 for 4 from downtown.
Yeah, Weber, she kind of started us off, and she's been having some games like that where she starts us off being our leading scorer right away. It was like a quick 9 points for her in the first quarter and a half, something like that.
Yep.
And then, Hayden hit some big ones. It was really in the flow of our offense, too, and those are ones that you just really want, those to be made, and not the forced ones and stuff. Those are tough ones to make, but within the realms of your offense and ball movement was great. And then all of a sudden, we get it kicked to a corner, and Hayden hit a couple there too. So, yeah, I thought we shot really, really well. And Mara Grant, that was a point of emphasis for us, is we thought that she could really dominate down low, and she did. She had a really great game. We're always super ecstatic when she gets fouled, because we want her at the free throw line. And kind of the outlier the last couple games, or, the games that, kind of struggled, the Sioux Falls Christian and Sioux Falls Jefferson, where she didn't make a ton of free throws. But I think she's really battled through that. And today was, proof. I think she was 8 of 10 from the line, 10 of 13.
Yes,
10 of 13.
Yep.
So, that's something that we're working on. And she's done a great job of trying to, being a basketball player, it's tough because there's so many people watching you. And, you go to the gas station, you go to, at the local gym or, stuff like that. Go to church. That's a big one. And you got a lot of people coming up like, oh, I just got to make your free throws. And stuff like that. So, kids hear it from, their classmates and stuff too. You know how the boys are in classes and everything. And so I think she's done a really good job of battling through that. And today was a great example.
That's a good point of the away from the game stuff and all the voices you hear. She got to the line 19 times earlier this year, and I've been saying that's got to be a school record for boys or girls. I don't ever remember anybody ever going 19 times.
I think Liv Ritter one time went 20 at 22.
That's right.
At like the Tri-Valley for one of her 40-point games that she had.
Yep. And now that you say that.
Yeah. And I think to start the game, she was like 20 for 20. And then missed her 19 for 19, and then missed her last, 2 out of 3.
Did you feel good? Was it a good matchup going down there tonight? Parkston being 11-3 coming in, and
they've battled some teams. I think they beat Parkston. They battled with Vermilion, who just destroyed. We were thinking about when to come home here, and a lot of the girls are like, "Yeah, we'll stay till halftime," and then the game got started, and we're like, "Yeah, well, first quarter will probably be a good time to leave." So, and it's just for a lot of years now it has been. It just shows the strength of our DAC-12, and. We've talked about that, and a lot of other people have talked to me about it, is that, sometimes it's just not, fair the way that things are set up, because you have some really good DAC-12 teams that won't make the SODAC 16, and that's sad. Throughout the state, I get the 2 out of each region. It's better than, maybe 1 out of the region or whatever, but I think we're doing a disservice to these programs and these players who put it on the line each and every night and put in the outside work. And, for that, you look at, Vermilion, us, just in our region, and then we have Lennox, and we have EPJ. EPJ's only had 2 losses on the year, like 14-2, and they're not even the top of the region right now. Dakota Valley's a really good team.
A great bounce back year.
Yes, and so
it always
you just
seems
look
to
at
be
that.
Region 3 and 4 that really kind of get the shaft when it comes to only 2 out of each region. And I think a big reason they did it was years ago when Sioux Falls Christian and Del Rapids were both number 1 and number 2 in boys, and only one could go to state.
And it's just. And like I said, it is better, but I don't think it's perfect. And I think that the minds need to come together and really develop a system that, like I said, it's good right now, but I think it could be great. In seeing some of those matches, we proved it clear last year with Vermilion and us. You know, where and granted we did dig ourselves a hole and everything like that, and we did have the AA teams and everything, but I really think that Vermilion was a state tournament team, probably a top 5 state tournament team. You know, and
absolutely. And I talked about it before the boys game. They're 7-7. They've played, I think, 3 number ones, a couple more rated teams, and they're 30th. They're not even in the top half of the power points.
Well, and yeah, we've got 3 losses. And then you look at some of the other people's 3 losses that are above us.
Yeah.
And we're 15th, and I keep telling the assistants and keep telling everyone else, it's like, hey, things will shake out, and it'll be where it's supposed to be. But at the same time, you know, we are playing the Sioux Falls Jefferson, who's the top 5 team, and O'Gorman, who's probably the number 1 team in the state. You know, and Sioux Falls Christian, great team and everything too. So,
and we finished that O'Gorman game, which was just a slugfest. Our girls did. When we got in the car, the person that rode with me goes, "Boy, I don't know I think we're going to start out slow against Canton." I said, "We're going to start out great because we just played O'Gorman. That's fresh in our minds of what that was like to play, and this is going to seem like a JV. You know, no offense to Canton, it's how good O'Gorman and some of these other schools, Jefferson, that you've played this year are. Who's next for you?"
We got Harrisburg here on Tuesday.
Okay.
So that'll be a good matchup for us. They're always well coached, and it doesn't seem, no matter what Nick Meyer sees, it could be, he could, you know, put up 75 points with you and stay with you, or, you know, he could, you know, grind it out to a 35, 34 victory. You know, he does those things, and he knows the flow of the game. That's probably one of the best things that he does, is he's a great game controller. And, you know, we had a close one the last 2 years. But both years, I think we lost by 2 last year, 1 the year before. And it's just one of those, it's a good matchup for us. And, you know, we got to get one of these.
Absolutely. We're due. This isn't girls' last question. I was doing my research for the boys game today. There's 5 Class A boys team that average over 70. There's only 3 AA teams that average over, that average 60. 2 average 60, 1 average 61. So not even close to that 70. Yeah. Why is that AA is so much more high scoring than AA?
A couple different reasons. A is a little bit more physical. They allow that in the refereeing and stuff too. And that's just the years and years and years of these school districts going at each other, and especially that ESD, and they always love the notoriety of being the oldest school district or the conference in the state and all that stuff. And
careful now, we'll be there with him soon.
Hey, that's fine. I'll keep saying it. So then we have the refereeing, but then we also have, you know, we look at the quality of the, you know, year in and year out of these teams, and the athletics side of things, like the weight room and everything like that, where, you know, defensively it could be a little bit tougher at that AA level, but you look at these A schools, some of them don't necessarily have the means for a great weight room, or they don't have the girls out. Where you see these AAs, they have a lot more numbers. So I guess that's 3 things. So a few different things. And, you know, we've seen it, you know, here in T, and you've talked about it before with other programs about the ebbs and flows of the program. And, you know, whether that be coaches coming in or high-profile athletes, you know, coming in and then leaving and through graduation and everything. But we ended up, I really think that there's always going to be that in those A schools. Is that they can't refill as well as those AA schools can.
Good point. Turnover, Williamson. You want to just stay and be the color guy? Les can go home early. I'm sure he wouldn't mind.
I tell you, I don't want to take his lunch money here. So,
congratulations on today, and good luck on Tuesday. We'll talk to you then.
All right, sounds good. Hey, thanks for all you guys do for the sport of basketball.
Always. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
See ya.
Bye-bye. Driving down the lane, that's Sesher for 2. That is his 7th point of the night. He now leads the Cavaliers. 6 for Bear, 6 for Fields, 4 for Bohannon, 4 for Payne. So talk about a balanced effort. That is the Cavaliers in the first half. Turnover, Justin Wiebinga. The steal by Fields. And here's Bohannon driving, hanging in the air, no good. Rebound. Marshall Smythe for the Titans. Smythe, 3 points, 3 assists, 1 rebound tonight. Between his legs, looking to drive, picks up the dribble. And just going to be off the side of the rim. It is tipped out of bounds by the Cavaliers. Basketball Titans.
Don't think Coach Weber could be too happy with 2 turnovers in the first 2 possessions for the Titans.
Right, Titans turned it over 7 times in the first half. The Cavaliers 5 turnovers in the first half. Cavaliers shot 12 of 27. Titans shot 8 of 24. 5 of 9 behind the 3-point line for the Cavs. 3 of 11 behind the 3-point line for the Titans. Jefferson 3 of 4 on free throws. Titans were 2 of 2. And so individually, 6.6 rebounds and an assist for Fields. And then Bohannon had 4. Bear had 4.
Nice. That way, Jess.
Bear had 6. Justin Weavinga. Sesher had 5. Payne had 4. And for the Titans, 10 points for Justin Weavinga, 4 for Almus, 3 for Smythe, and 2 apiece for Griff Weavinga. And
fell
Boston
right to him.
Williamson. What happened there?
I didn't see who scored it. Payne scored that one.
Did they get another offensive rebound?
Yes, they did.
11 defensive rebounds in the first half for the Cavaliers, 5 offensive. Titans had 9 and 5 offensive. Sam Almus missed the shot, one of those calls where if he makes it, we'll play on. If he misses it, we'll blow the whistle.
Yep.
So the foul is on number 4, Tyler Bohannon, his first, team first. And Almus to the line this year, where he has made 30 of 43, coming in 70%. And second shot, a little flat, but good. I think that's been his 3-point shot. All of them have gone off the front of the rim. I think he needs to get under that a little bit, bend the knees a little bit more, maybe tuck the elbow in a little bit more and get more. Well, you see Fields' shot, his 3-point shot is way up in the air. Rebound, Boston Williamson, his 3rd of the night. Here comes Smythe up the court, right-hand dribble, middle of the court, between the legs to the left hand. Stops, nowhere to go, into the corner. Almus, plenty of time on the shot clock. Almost
nice move. There we go.
Almost a double dribble. Turnaround spin move was so good. Almus, his 7th point of the night now, all of a sudden. Fields to Payne. Payne's got 2 guys on it. Boy, he's strong. Great rebound, Setcher. Now it's Williamson gets the rebound. To Justin Weavinga. Here comes Smythe. Slows it down a little bit. Left-hand dribble, right side of the court, between the legs again.
We're going to run horns.
Horns.
Is our play.
Horns down, horns down. Here's Almus on the baseline, pulls it up.
There we go.
Swish, nothing but net, 4 in a row. This is what we need.
Yes, close as we've come.
To heat up.
Yep.
Almus now with 9, Justin Weavinga with 12.
Coach Weber exploring the defense there.
8-point lead.
That's right, Jess. There we go, get that out. Oh, I thought it was going to be a turnover.
Boy, you really blew Shoresman doors off in trivia. You got to be feeling good about that.
I am.
Oh, great drive by Bohannon, and then he picks up the foul all the way on the other end of the court. Almost a frustration foul, his 2nd foul of the game.
I had to redeem myself. You know, Griff hasn't been here for a while either, and so I haven't won trivia for quite a while, and so I just needed a win to make myself feel better for the year. So,
Daniel Jones into the game for the Cavaliers.
You know,
Sioux Falls Christian leading Sisseton by 7 with 3:52 to go. This is a big game, bragging rights. Coaches versus stat guys.
That's right.
Almus brings it up, left-hand dribble, right side of the court. This is Garrett Weavinga. Boston Williamson, top of the key.
Need a basket here.
Smythe ignores the screen, goes the other way. Justin Weavinga, nowhere to go. Needs to get out of the lane. Oh, what a nice pass by Weavinga. Better pass by Smythe to Williamson.
Good.
He wraps it around, left-handed, and puts it in.
See, I thought Boston would have the advantage tonight with lengthwise and continue his hot streak like he did against West Central.
Great find by Bear to Setcher. Setcher points to him, says thank you very much.
All right.
Well, Boston did not have height advantage. He played against a 7-footer 2 nights ago and won that battle. Tonight, I saw Payne wasn't as big, but Payne's a big body down there. If he doesn't play football for the Cavs, that's too bad. Hey, right through Williamson's legs. Garrett Weavinga from the corner, off the back of the rim. Offensive rebound. Williamson, Smythe, thought about it, kicks it out. No hesitation. Again, he's got to get more air under that shot. It's a line drive. Every 3-point shot is a line drive for him. His other shots look good.
Timeout, Tim.
Go down there and tell him that, Les. Go tell Sam he's got to get some more air under his shots.
To get some more arch on that.
He's a great young man, Sam Almus. And
well, it's got to come within the flow of the offense as well. And I don't know. At times, I think Sam's rushing it a little bit. He's a great scorer. He can take it to the basket at all will, and hopefully he can get a shot going.
We are going to talk about, and I expect this to be really good out of you.
Well,
we have the 4 Sioux Falls schools now: Washington, Lincoln, Roosevelt, Jefferson.
Yep.
They all represent Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore has those presidents all in there. So I did my Mount Rushmore of boys coaches, just boys coaches now. And I even have some honorable mentions left.
Wow. Well, you have to tell you.
I want to hear your girls. I think it's almost too easy. Girls coaches in South Dakota. There's been a lot of both.
There has.
But there's been some really Freddie Tibbetts and Don Seiler and put Gary Munson in there even.
For girls coach, okay.
Absolutely. And I think I'm going to have one of mine is going to be a surprise here. Another 3 by Fields, the high arcing three-point shot. He's got 9. The lead is back to 11.
Had it down to 8.
Yeah, had it down to 6 for a little bit there. Jefferson coming off of their largest loss ever in school history, 3 years, a 28-point defeat to a really good Sioux Falls Christian team. I think that is the best team in the state regardless of class. Here comes number 1, Keaton Newborg. Number 15 is the big man, quarterback, Brenner Conrad. And into the game now is that Payne Jay Sunson, just a freshman. He's going to have a good career when it's all over. Elmas had the cut under the basket, and no good. Great pass by Newborg to Jessen.
I think Whiting picked up that foul.
Brenner Conrad. It's a great day for BK.
Sure.
Conrad, he'll go to the free throw line. On the year, 7 of 17, 41%. Oh, that's a good-looking shot.
That was pretty.
The young Les Schroeder right there.
That's right, here comes Carter Turek. Which, by the way, well, you were talking to Coach Shorsman. I want to give a shout-out to Carter Turek's sister, Allie. She was the one that put on this cheer camp for the younger Titans, and she had over 60 campers that she had come to her cheer camp.
Good job. Just saw her last night.
Senior Allie. Allie Turek. Good job, Allie, on your camp.
Great kid. Who do you think's better, her or her brother?
I'm not at liberty to say that.
Offensive rebound number 7 for Fields. Wraps it around. Goes underneath.
Because back in
11 points.
There's a running joke with that, because back in 5th grade when they were in Mrs. Qualseth's class.
That's not a good pass. Titans are lucky to hold on to that. Go ahead.
I had Allie in class and Carter was in the other class, and we had that same conversation about who was the better Turek, Allie or Carter.
Newborg takes it.
Nice.
Oh, looked like he lost the handle. Basket good from Newborg. 9-point lead, 2:15 to play, third quarter. Now, I'd like you to pick one, though.
I can't. Nope. That's a tie.
Do you have one? You're just not telling me?
Maybe.
Favorite Turek?
Maybe.
Oh, so you do have one.
Maybe I do have a favorite Turek.
When the game's over, and then I'm going to tell everybody next game on Tuesday or Monday.
Mom is here.
Here's Unson driving, throws up a wild shot. Hey, there's a rebound for Carter Turek.
Carter Turek. Her sister Lily is playing basketball tonight, and so is her other sister Bryn is also playing basketball tonight.
Carter is the only player, I believe, in T that he was last year. Played baseball, football, and basketball, and boy, did he turn it on at the state tournament.
Yes, he did.
Just hitting missiles all over Sioux Falls Stadium.
And it was National Catcher's Day yesterday.
Oh, and he's a catcher.
And he is a catcher for the Titans. There
There's
go Brenner.
Conrad. He's
good hustle, Carter.
Turek saves it for the moment. Here comes Brenner on Setcher. Yeah, that's going to be a foul on Brenner. That's a good call. Setcher goes down, kind of drew the contact. That's going to be a foul all day long.
No, because Carter had a great state tournament at the birdcage. Hit 2 monster shots off the wall. Hit a home run.
One of those shots about broke the wall. If you'd have got a little bit of air under it, would have been out on Western Avenue.
He had a great state tournament.
Setcher, no good. He comes in shooting 56%. And now Elmas and Turek to the bench for Jessen Wiebenga and Marshall Smythe. 1:19 to go, third quarter. Titans just really haven't gotten a rhythm offensively here tonight. Defensive effort's been pretty good. Seems like it's gotten better. Setcher makes the second one. And now no buzzer at the scorer's table for Swinson, so 1:18 to go in the third quarter. Tom Tosh loses his no-hitter.
That's right. Oh, man, Tommy. Because Brooke Paleshi is at the state one act.
Yes,
hopefully we'll
get the results. And
hopefully, yes, they get the results.
I think she's going to share them with Mr. Clayberg, and he's going to tell our public address announcer.
That's
Corey
good.
Holmes. And back to the free throw line, Brenner Conrad. Good job by Edward Whiting to Picks up the foul. No, it wasn't him. It was Unson. But
Do you know what time
Whiting
that
went and helped him up?
when that gets announced?
7 o'clock.
Okay.
Their awards
Oh,
are.
okay.
So I'm guessing that
Okay.
they probably know, and
All
we'll
right.
find out. I can check and see.
All
If
right. Oh, yeah.
Conrad in and out and in. Nothing yet from.
Okay.
So one act is a little different. There's no place, first, second, or third, or fourth. In state one act, the reward is kind of just getting to state.
Okay.
And then it depends on how many awards you're going to get. I'm guessing the Titans are going to get 6 or 7.
Yes.
They've got some really strong cast members there.
Well, they did the play for the staff members on Thursday before they went, and there was
Conrad,
over,
2 for 2. Yep.
there was over 100 staff members that
Oh, my
went
goodness.
out to Frontier to go watch that thing.
Yep. That was a while ago, right?
No, that was just last Thursday when we played West Central.
Oh, boy, that's a
That away, Keaton.
kick.
That is a kick. That should be
Yeah.
that should be a reset.
And before that, it looked like Jones was moving that pivot foot, but oh well. But clearly a kick by Newborg. No biggie, no harm, no foul. No hesitation. 3-pointer by Kook. He made one earlier, and that one was in and out. And now Williamson to Smythe. Ball goes out of bounds. Shot clock off until the 4th quarter. Garrett Wiebenga coming in for Griff Wiebenga. Fight about that later at home when they order Pizza Ranch.
No. They don't fight. Brothers don't fight.
Coming up after the 3rd quarter, our Mount Rushmores of college coaches, unless you being a student of the game here in South Dakota for a long time.
Well, I have, but
I
I
expect
didn't.
you to really bring
well,
it, my friend, because I told you today we were going to
I
do
know
it.
you did. I
said
was
turn off.
I was bid. No, I
Turn
no,
off
I,
the
I didn't.
reality shows
I
you watch
know.
all the time.
I was going to 5th grade basketball this afternoon.
Big time 3-pointer by Jones. That's after the unforced turnover by the Titans. They throw it out of bounds, and that's it, 47-36. So Titans really kind of blew a chance.
We got to have first. We got to have Noah.
Noah's got to come up here first.
First,
really
got to have
quickly.
Noah.
And does he know it's 1 minute between quarters? We're going to ask Noah about the what went down on Thursday. Now, I like those shoes. Are you upset?
Yes.
Okay. Let's not talk about tonight. Let's talk about Thursday. Okay. Marshall, who's probably your best friend, made
Yeah.
one of the most improbable shots in T area history, honestly. Not only improbable shots, but improbable play and shots. The first thing you did is you went and grabbed Coach C-Rob, and whipped him around like a rag doll, which is not very smart because he's a former military guy. And then you fought your way through the crowd. Yeah, you're lucky he didn't take you down. Then you fought your way through the crowd, Noah Watson, and whipped Marshall around. I don't know why. He just made the game winner while you're whipping him around.
I was trying to lift him up to cheer.
And then I don't know if I've seen anybody exit this gym any faster. You made a beeline for the locker room.
Well, they told me every time we play West Central, I should go to the locker room instead of talk to anyone.
That's a good idea. But, man, did you run into the refs when you went in the hall?
I think so.
Yeah, you were flying. And then before the game, you and Sam chest bumped, and that kind of didn't end the best. But it was good for Sam to chest bump you, lets you know that how much he appreciates you. Okay, well, we just wanted to find out. And, hey, it's not over yet. We're only down 11. You go down there and cheer them on. Be positive, okay? All right, buddy. Corner 3, and Waddy saw that one and made his exit. He's not a happy camper, and the Titans tonight might be facing the wrath of manager Waddy if they don't get this one together.
I know.
Almus out top to the wing is Smythe. He's going to, he was going to shoot the 3-pointer. He's not in there. Williamson, there's a 3-pointer, both the front of the rim by Almus, and a steal by Smythe. Wow. And Marshall Smythe coming up a 13.5 rebound performance, pulls up off the front of the rim.
Short down. Yep.
And these Titans do a lot of things really well, and shooting the basketball tonight hasn't been one of them. My Mount Rushmore of
go
coaches.
ahead.
Larry Luton, no order. Larry Luton's Custer.
Yep.
27 of his 36 teams won district titles, 1 unbeaten team, and 5 others had just 1 loss, over 600 wins, 7 state titles. And I was lucky enough to have a friend that was very good friends with him, so I heard a lot about Larry, and he was quite the guy. Passed away a
couple
few
years ago. Yep, a couple years ago.
Gary Munson at Mitchell. And, oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Daniel Jones coming to life, his 8th point. Timeout. Drew Weber, largest lead of the night, 17 for Jefferson, full timeout. Gary Munson at Mitchell, 46 years as head coach, nearly 700 wins, 9 state titles for Coach Munson, who passed away himself, I think it was 7 years ago.
Yep.
Burnell Glanzer, these first 3 I think are no-brainers. Burnell Glanzer of Armour, the 3rd South Dakota boys basketball coach with over 600 wins. The 79 title game, Armour versus Beersford, is still considered the best game of the history of South Dakota basketball. He had a 64-game win streak at one point. Armour state champion 78, 79, and 81. The 4th, get ready, Derek Roby from O'Gorman.
Wow.
Derek Roby. OG had never won a state title before he arrived in 2006. How many have they won since 2006 after never winning one?
Don't they have 4, 5, 6? Okay. 6, okay.
And he's been coaching for a long time. He looks like he's 30 years old. But they've won 6. Here's my honorable mention. This is maybe my favorite coach. Dusty LeBeau. In Red Cloud, Little Wound, and of course Pine Ridge. He coached 8 of his own kids and took all 8 to the state tournament.
Wow.
And growing up, Pine Ridge was my team. I loved Pine Ridge and Willie White, and they about beat us in 2018 in state when we had a really good team. The semis, they about pulled it off and beat us. Honorable mention, do you know this guy? Ward Piggy Lambert. He's from Sturgis. He only lived here till he was 10.
Oh, okay.
Guess who he coached at Purdue? John Wooden.
Oh, wow.
Purdue was named Ward Lambert Arena for a long time, up until not too long ago. Another honorable mention. Down low. Justin Weebing, 14th point of the night. My good friend Jordan Boots, his dad, Dave Boots. Now, he was in high school, okay?
No, that was college.
And he's not from South Dakota. Over 500 wins at USD. And every team he coached in 20 years had at least 17 wins. That's insane. And Jordan lives just north of the high school here. And coached here a little bit. But
wife teaches 1st grade.
Last one, Chris Fechner.
Wow.
Took the T-Area Titans 4 times to the state tournament, and all 4 times they made it to the championship game, winning 2 of them. I'm also going to put Drew Weber in there after what we learned about him today. And we hope Coach Weber is here for, if he's here for a long time. Smythe, easy lane to the basket, 40-53, 5:50 to go.
He might get out by the time his son Mac is, in high school.
I'll take that. I'll take that. Oh, Payne had a wide open lane. That's going to be a charge all day long.
Good.
Great job by Almus to stand in and take that one.
I hate to say this, but we're only down 13, and we got a lot of time left. I'm being more optimistic here that the Titans can make a little comeback here. I agree with you on those coaches. I really do. I had the basketball this afternoon, so I did look at it. I'm going to put Gary Munson 1. I'm going to put Larry Luchins 2. I like your Drew Weber pick 3, and then I'll take our old coach 4, Fechner 4.
Oh, you are just a homer.
And then, either Fechner 4 or Derek Roby if you're going to go that high. I was at O'Gorman when
Almus off the back of the rim, no good. Almus fighting for the rebound, pulled down by Payne.
The now coach at Sioux Falls Roosevelt, his dad was the head coach. Mike Begeman was at the O'Gorman Knights when I was there. And he had his son Matt and his son Mitch, both played for him. Actually, Matt played for him. And then, so I would put Derek Roby up there. I do like that one.
Runner high off the glass for Jones, and he has played a really nice second half.
But
10
again,
points. Almus, that's good.
There we go, good.
Bang! Timeout, Weber going to talk it over a little bit, 12-point lead.
Because like I told you, my favorite Gary Munson story but he was also coaching girls at the time when the O'Gorman Lady Knights played the Hoffman twins, our assistant coach girls' sisters, where we beat them in the semifinals where they anticipated an all Roosevelt with Fred Tibbetts and Mitchell final, but the O'Gorman crashed the party that time. But
I want to talk about another buzzer beater really quick.
okay, go ahead.
It was and then was not buzzer beater. Okay.
Okay, all right.
Del Rapids, the number 1 Titans versus the number 2 Warriors. 20 seconds left. Noah Friedel, might have heard of him.
Yeah,
for
he's
the
pretty
Titans,
good.
missed the bank shot. But Caleb Joffer grabbed the offensive rebound, falling backward, barely made the shot. It hung on the rim, and then it went in. Dells then gets the ball, takes it down the floor. Elijah Story hits a go-ahead 3 with 3.1 to go. Okay.
Yep.
Titans inbound to Friedel, runs the entire length of the court, steps through 2 defenders, and drains a running 3-pointer. So we go into overtime. Late in overtime, tied at 59. Friedel did it again. A one-handed running floater that would go in. They said that was the game winner. Okay. And then they said it wasn't. They put 1.3 on the clock. Dells inbounds at the length of the court to the baseline to their big player, who was 6'8", Logan Heim. He tipped it to 6'4", Jeffrey Shook, who tied it at the buzzer.
Wow.
So double overtime.
Wow.
The assist might have gone to the shot clock operator, let's just be honest. But
Okay.
the Titans pulled away and won in second overtime by 5 or so. But that is on YouTube, I believe.
Okay. I'll go back and look.
And then another buzzer beater by Friedel.
Yep.
Was in Lennox, the last
I
time
remember
he
that
would
one.
ever play there.
I was there for that one. That was a full gym.
Oh, 3-pointer in and out. And just taken away by Jessen Wiebenga. Titans were down to their biggest rival at the time, Lennox Orioles.
Yep.
The boys had never lost to the Orioles. The Titans would only go on to lose 1 game that year. Full length of the court, he hit an off-balance 3 to win the game.
Yep.
Titans won the next 7, won the state championship that year. And I remember someone from Lennox bragging, well, we were at least close to beating T that year, because us that year, and thanks to Glenn and Jody Roush for talking about that with me last night and today. We had a good time.
How is Glenn doing?
Well, he's okay, I think.
I want to talk about Glenn.
That year,
Yeah.
that Glenn remembers really well. He
Yep.
was stat guy for
Yes,
every
he
game.
was. I worked with him a while.
We had beat the number 1 B team. We beat the number 1 AA team.
I remember that.
Our only loss was to who that year, Les?
The number 1 outfit in the world, or I mean in the nation.
La Lumiere
Yep.
from
And
Indiana.
Was that in the Corn Palace?
That was in the Pentagon.
Oh, that was at the Pentagon. Okay.
And now NBA player Stewart from the Pistons
Yep.
was on that team, and lost by 17, but we got it down close enough where we made them put their starters back in.
I
That
did.
was
I remember
kind of
that. Yep, I remember that.
That was kind of the winning take from that day. But that year of the 24 wins, I believe 22 were by double digits. 21 of the 24 were by double digits. Obviously, Lennox was one. Do you know the other 2? The other 2.
Beersford? I don't know.
Okay, it was St. Thomas More
okay.
and Western Christian.
Oh, okay.
So 2
All
teams
right.
that we're not used to playing a lot.
Okay. See, that's why I wasn't. We don't normally play them, so I wasn't ready for it.
4 minutes to go. 12-point lead. If the Titans want to get back in this, first thing they need is stops on this end and made jump shots on that end. And number 34, Braylon Bear, with maybe the first nail in the coffin, his 9th point. Setcher has 13, Fields has 11, Bear has 9.
That's a nice take.
Nice take, no good. And
By the way,
Payne
Boston.
look at Williamson fighting
That's
for it,
right.
and then kicks it out as he's falling down. How did Williamson get that?
It just kind of fell right to him.
Marshall Smythe might have got away with the travel. That's going to be long.
Get in
No
there.
good. Williamson tries to tip it out, and they're going to call him for an offensive. And so his 3rd of the night, 7 rebounds, right on his average. The best thing that I think Boston does are the little things like we just saw down here, trying to tip out a ball and then stealing a rebound, kicking it out to us to live another few minutes, few seconds. And I love those guys.
There
the
we
guys
go.
that and
Get in there.
Newborg from the corner.
Yes.
Good! Just into the game. Keaton Newborg, Titans down 12, 3 minutes exactly until Les gets to go home and watch more reality shows.
No.
Here's Setcher. He's trapped by Newborg and Almus.
By the way, I have another birthday shout out that I'd like to get out real quick.
Go for it.
My little niece turns 2 today. I missed the birthday party.
That's a great take and a great call.
Oh.
And I don't know how these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fans over here are on their feet. And that's a great charge take by Boston Williamson and a great call, frankly.
It was.
Go ahead.
No, anyway, my little niece, Elizabeth Kauk, turned 2 today, and I missed the birthday party up in Aberdeen today, but because I was here doing basketball. But happy birthday to my little niece, who just turned 2 today.
Elizabeth, we could have found a replacement for Uncle Shro.
We could have
found a replacement. He could have been at your party and probably back here in time to call this. But okay. Happy birthday. Did you just have one niece?
Yep, one niece.
Top of the key, Elmas was going to shoot it. He's got Setcher on him. Setcher, boy, he's a good defender.
He
Newberg
was.
just hit a 3. He'll pass it up, 15 on the shot clock. Garrett, we've been driving baseline, stops, throws it up. No good. Ball bounces around. And like most possessions, Payne comes away with it. Payne, 6 points, 5 rebounds, 1 steal. Payne is a nice big guy to have down low.
He is.
Fields is a nice guy to run your offense and play defense. Newberg chasing him all over the court.
I can see why they upset Roosevelt the way they played tonight.
Yeah. Upset Roosevelt, who were coming off of upsets against O'Gorman and Harrisburg, 2 really good teams. So,
another score from Madison, the number 1s played. I'm not going to say your. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say your. But Sioux Falls Christian 70, Sisseton Redmond 62 was the final.
Oh, and when I get done with this game, I'm going straight to the group chat with the coaches.
Yeah, with the coaches.
Tooting my own horn a little bit.
Oh, wait. Another one that's a big game tonight that I should go check out. Hang on.
Since we've talked about presidents tonight, Les, I would like to know, who's your favorite president?
Ronald Reagan.
Really?
Yes, he is.
Well, my dad met him, believe it or not.
Yes. Well, I met Bill Clinton when he was in Brandon one year.
How did you meet him?
He was speaking at the Brandon.
You met him? Like you were like, my name is Les. Hi, Bill.
No, actually, okay, no, sorry. I saw him. Let's put it that way.
Oh,
okay.
that's a big difference.
All right, fine. I saw him live.
You know, as you're
Brandon.
looking up that score, I did talk to Weber, and this might play out here tonight. And he wasn't complaining at all. You know, Coach Weber.
Nope.
If he's going to complain about anything, he's complaining about something he doesn't think he's doing right. And he did talk about how it's been tough this year playing, almost half your games against AA schools and half against A schools. He said because the A refs and the AA refs ref the game differently.
They're just
and
different.
So
different refs.
It's just hard to. And tonight, I'm not saying that's what it is. Predominantly a AA crew, and he wasn't complaining, saying, "Big block by Big Boss, his 3rd of the night."
Oh,
and Newberg never got control of it.
No.
I wish he would have kicked that out because you could tell going up, boy, that's fast by Fields, and that play was all about him. He set up Setcher for the easy basket, and the foul on Boston Williamson, who just had his 3rd block, now picks up his 4th foul. Team 4th, and we've got a early exit here. And so to the free throw line is Setcher, where he came in shooting 56%. Takes a big breath, gets the 3-point play, and that'll probably be enough for Jefferson to snap their 3-game losing streak and move on. And Titans can fall 2 and 3 to AA schools this year. And count it, Justin Weavinga. Les, I don't want to say anything, but last time when I told you that Marshall Smythe was going to have a breakout game, he had 17. I told you this game.
You did.
That,
you were right.
Justin might have a breakout game, and now he's got 17 less. I'm going to lean forward for about 20 seconds. If you would just pat me on the back.
Nah, that's okay. I'm okay. No, and another, a big college game tonight down at USD between the USD women and the Jackrabbit team. The Jackrabbits, where Katie Vasica is going to play next year, their team won tonight 70-55.
I recorded that.
Over.
Wait, would you tell? I'm kidding.
No, so yes, the Jackrabbits, Brooklyn Meyer had 22. Paige Meyer had 15, and Ellie Colbeck had 15 points for the Jackrabbits tonight. Future teammates of Katie Vasica.
The better team won. The better team won.
It did. The better team did win tonight, yes.
The better. the better team with half its players in street clothes won. They had
right.
to call up. They had to call up two girls that didn't even
that played on the softball team. Yeah. And the men play tomorrow, I think.
Yep.
So yes, the right team did win tonight. The Jackrabbit women, 70-55.
These Cavaliers colors black, green, and Vegas gold.
Yes.
Casey Miley, the Sioux Falls athletic director, he says they chose the colors in part because no other school in South Dakota
Is green
has this same color concept.
No, that's a good choice.
The name Jefferson, after Thomas Jefferson, is in tribute to Mount Rushmore, in part, because like I mentioned before, all four schools have presidents. And there's Payne up ahead. And, boy, that's really smart and unselfish by Daniel Jones. Could have taken 2 easy points. And Rec does that. Rec, his head coach, just went over and gave him 5 because that is a team-first play and not just trying to get your own. He turned around and dribbled the ball out and took some more time off the clock, and now Fields will go to the line where he's a 78% free throw shooter on the year. And it was cool to see Coach Rec recognize that. Rec recognized and went over and gave Daniel Jones, who's had a really nice night, for Jefferson 5. Setcher now 16, Fields 11, Jones 10, Bear 9. 1:13 to go, 12-point game. Great crowd.
There was a great crowd tonight.
Missed the band, though. I just love the
only,
band. But, hey, they don't need to be working on a Saturday.
That's right. Well, now you have 1 day to rest. Are you going to be okay with that?
I'm good with that.
Okay, 1 day to rest, and we got 2 next week, 2 right away, and then we got a couple days off, and then we got another one on Friday.
Here comes Smythe after the rebound by Jessen Wiebinga.
2 big
Rebound
ones
number
for
3. Griff Wiebinga.
Nice take
To the basket. 4th point to go with 3 rebounds and an assist for the freshman.
Next 2 for the boys are in our region, Canton and Lennox. So 2 big games for the boys to move up in our in the standings in our region, if we can get those.
Yep. Excited to welcome Coach Fechner
that
in.
Fechner back, that Fechner kid.
Yep.
Yep.
And I'm excited that he's got his team at 8-4 this year so far.
Yep. Right now we're playing them in the first round. It's 4-5. We're the 5th seed.
Yep.
If it were to play out that way.
They are the 5th highest scoring team in Class A.
Wow.
Is Canton, and that's
impressive.
Fechner's style.
Yep.
He likes to heave it up. We scored this. We scored the most points ever in school history against them a few years ago. In his first year, we put up 97. But that was mainly because they were going down and just shooting early. Garrett Weeman go off the front of the rim and tied up 4. Nope. And now Bear gets that. And the push in the back. And Bear and Wiebinga was trying to tie up the ball, and Bear gave him a shove, 2-handed shove in the back, and surprised to see the referees not even step in.
Nope. Here comes our JV team.
And I get it. Your Titans have been really aggressive in the last half of this quarters, trying to get steals or fouls, try to send them to the free throw line. It hasn't worked. Jefferson's been making their free throws. Bear to the line. Really good free throw shooter. Their best free throw shooter, 82% coming in. And now into the game for the Titans, number 23, Gavin Johnson. Number 4, Rylan Norris. Number 34, Caden Williamson. Number 31, Cole McKinney. And number 20, that is Reese Kirschman. No, it's not. It looks just like Reese, though. Number
Mr.
20
Merrigan.
is my good friend Jackson Merrigan. It's uncanny. They have the same hair and the same build. And
they do. Reese has got a younger sister, Journey.
You
brought it up.
Named after the band.
Journey? I don't know if Mom named her after the band.
Yeah, that's where she met her husband. That's where they met at a Journey concert.
All right.
Yep. True story. Gavin Johnson.
There we go, Gavin.
And almost a 3-point play.
Oh, and Noah left to not even watch his brother play. What?
Foul.
Oh, no, Noah's back out
5.
there. Never mind, Noah's back out there. He just had to go get his coat.
Johnson to the line. You want to guess what he's done at the free throw line this year?
0 for 1?
Oh, I think right.
What, 0 for 1?
Oh, hang on, Les. Just hang on here,
Or 2 for 4?
0 for 0.
Okay, he's 0 for 1 now. He's 1 for 2.
Nailed it.
Well, you get 1 for 2.
Free throw of the year.
1 for 2.
And Unzen will dribble it up.
And he's got in the scorebook.
Got Unzen on the court. DeAndre Garrity now in. Also Jordan Detler. We saw him in JV. Nice looking player. Number 5, Dean Kick, still in the game. And number 14, Ethan Swinson, still in there. 15 seconds. Jefferson's laughing. Nobody wants to dribble it out. This is pretty funny.
Uh-huh.
Isn't it cool to dribble it out, though?
Nah, you would think so.
Ding
It's a
says
win.
he'll dribble it out. There we go. That was pretty funny, Jefferson Cavaliers. I've never seen that before. 65-52 win for the Cavaliers, and we're going to do a very quick post game here. I think we had enough time just to talk about whatever we wanted to talk about.
Yep, they're printing us. I think Travis is printing us out a stat sheet down there for us.
So the Titans, like we said, fall to 2-3 against AA schools, and where we will be next year. And Titans go into next year into that first AA season. They're going to have to replace 4 starters from this year's team, plus a couple of guys that come in off the bench. So we probably would have been better served to go into AA a couple of years earlier, but oh well. I'm excited for it.
I am
to
too.
be honest
I can't
with
wait.
you.
Yep, I'm excited for it too.
I think Class A is a great brand of basketball, but I think it's just exciting to be able to go in and build new rivalries. We're going to have so many closer games, and a few games that are really far away. Remember in football, we went to Sturgis one weekend and then Box Elder the next weekend. And but basketball is a little different than that. And so we go from being the biggest A school to the smallest AA school. So you kind of go from being Goliath to David, but that's kind of fun sometimes.
It is. I think I think the Titans cannot dwell on this loss. I mean, obviously we have 5 games left. And that's going to come in a hurry because we got Monday, Tuesday, Friday. The boys are going Monday and Friday, and the girls go Tuesday, Friday, and then the flip-flops where the girls play first on Monday, and then the boys have Brandon. We have two more AA schools. We have Brandon Valley at home next, and then we go on the road to Yankton squad. That's kind of lost a lot from last year. They're kind of struggling. They're like 4-8, I think, is what I saw last. But it's not going to be easy down there because that's one of the last games of the year. And then we finish the year down in Elk Point, Jefferson the following night. So, and then find out what our fate is to go into the playoffs.
We have a fill-in stat guys
We do.
I don't think we're going to get them, and that's all right. We kind of talked about.
We
talked about who did what.
Oh, there we go. There's Travis. He's coming up.
Travis Berger, thanks for filling in tonight, and thanks for doing the stats.
Thank you, Travis.
Welcome aboard.
There we go.
We'll talk team first really quickly here. 23 of 48, so almost 50%, close enough to 50% from the field for Jefferson. Titans 19 of 48, so Jefferson only made 4 more shots.
Well, but they shot 10 out of 17 from three-point land.
Jumped the shark, 10 out of 17.
Oh, sorry, is that
shot
okay? Sorry.
Over 50% from the three-point line. Titans didn't shoot terrible, 6 of 20.
Okay,
Free
good.
throw line, 10 of 13 for Jefferson, 8 of 10 for the Titans, so both shot really well. Rebound battle was tied, 26-26. Almost identical. They had 18 defensive, 8 offensive. We had 17 defensive, 9 offensive. Personal fouls, 14 for the Titans, 13 for Jefferson, so that's pretty equal. Turnover battle was one tied on there, 11-11.
Oh, wow, there we go.
You're right, the three-pointers were the difference here. Everything else was pretty darn even. Individually, 16 points, 3 rebounds for Dawson Setcher. 13 points, 2 rebounds for Braylon Bear. 12 points, 2 assists, 8 rebounds by 5'6" Demarius Fields led both teams in rebounds.
Wow.
And 10 points off the bench on 2 of 2 3-point shooting for Daniel Jones, and they needed that. For the Titans, individually led by number 11, 17 points, Justin Wiebinga. 17 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Followed up, Sam Elmas, 12 points, 2 steals for the scoring and steals leader for the Titans. 5 apiece for Marshall Smythe. Keaton Newborg, 4 assists for Smythe. Down low for the Titans, 2 points, 7 rebounds, 4 blocks for Boston Williamson off the bench. It was 4 points for Brenner Conrad to go with the rebound. 4 points also for Griff Wiebinga, and 3 rebounds for Conrad and Wiebinga, 2 players that will be starting next year for a while after that.
Yes.
So quarter score, well, it looked like a cutoff, to be honest with you. So all right. We just thank those guys for doing the stats for us. They're doing it for free, and great job by Jefferson. They just controlled the whole game, if we're being honest. And Titans just never could feel like they could get anything going.
Nope.
And so we will move on. Back in action. One day off, Monday night.
That's right.
Against the Canton Seahawks.
Yes.
And so for our producer, Andrew Griffin, the USD Hall of Famer.
Yes.
Thank him for all he does. And my partner that I've done 3 games with now today. So we're going to social distance after this.
Exactly,
and,
yes.
Maybe we'll text later, but that's about it, okay?
No, all right, that's fine.
No, it was a fun day. I looked forward to being here. And I just want to say this for the game crew. No matter who it is down there, if it's Matt Johnson or Brew or Tommy the Tomahawk and Miss Newborg, Jamie Newborg, and it's just always Al Westy. And it's always a fun time. And the coaches, Coach C-Rob, and Coach Drew Weber, and Coach Shoresman. And it's just one of my favorite things to do is just come here and be in this gym. Not even just calling a game, but just being here around.
Don't forget about Taylor Becker.
And Taylor Becker and Cade Stearns. It's just it is. It's a big family. So
yes, I love it.
Thank you for tuning in. If you did, we'll be back Monday night. Andrew Griffin and Les Schroeder. I'm Shad Hockey. Cavs fans and Titans fans. Bye for now.